The Prime Minister is working hard to win Canada a seat on the UN Security Council, and the campaigning is intense. Justin Trudeau spent a lot of time on the phone today with leaders in India, Spain, Ethiopia, and elsewhere. Our chief political correspondent, David Akin, joins me. David, what is the focus of his pitch?
Well, the pitch is as much you'd expect, Donna. Canada is a strong team player, well-connected as a member of the G7, the G20, the Commonwealth, the Francophonie. But since the COVID-19 pandemic hit, there has been a new twist to Canada's pitch. Canada is now selling itself as a wealthy country with the resources, expertise, and willingness to help smaller countries with their health and economic challenges.
As we look at the kind of world we're going to come out of post-COVID, we need a country like Canada that is big enough to make a difference, but small enough to know we can't do it alone, and we will continue to work together.
But Canada has some challenges of its own to overcome. First of all, its rivals, Norway and Ireland, have been campaigning for a decade. Canada just started when Trudeau got elected in 2015. And every time a Liberal politician here, be it Trudeau or anyone else, tried to take a dig at the previous Harper government by saying Canada is back, well, Norway would pipe up and say Norway never left. So Canada's inconstancy, Donna, has been something that its rivals have really been playing up.
David, how likely does it appear then that Canada will get the votes it needs to win a seat?
Well, put it this way. Members of the Canadian delegation at the UN in New York tell me they are, quote, cautiously optimistic. Now, that said, this is a secret ballot and anything can happen. Consider this. In 2010, Canada had written assurances from 135 countries that they would all vote for Canada in writing. And on that first ballot, only 114 kept their word. And this was what happens all the time with these votes, that some countries, we don't know which ones, say one thing and then do another. So we will see. And of course, we lost that 2010 vote. Now, voting in New York begins at 9 a.m. Wednesday. Insiders tell me Norway is likely leading the pack, with Canada nipping at Ireland's heels. The UN says they expect first ballot results by about 4 p.m. Eastern. Donna?
All right, David Akin in Ottawa. Thanks. The UN Security Council was created after the Second World War, and its primary responsibility is maintaining world peace. It is the UN's most powerful body, and membership is coveted. Here's how it works. There are 15 seats on the council. 5 belong to permanent members: China, France, Russia, the UK, and the US. The 10 remaining non-permanent seats have 2-year terms, and they're distributed on a regional basis. 5 seats are reserved for African and Asian nations. There are 2 seats for Latin America, 1 for Eastern Europe, and 2 for Western Europe and other countries, including Canada. This year, Canada is competing with Norway and Ireland for the 2 open spots. To win, a country must receive 2/3 of all votes cast for the seat. That means Canada must get at least 128 votes from the 193 UN members casting ballots. Multiple rounds of voting may be needed to reach that threshold.